With all due respect to Novak Djokovic, the result of Friday's French Open semi-final seemed preordained. After all, Rafael Nadal had won 4 titles in a row at Roland Garros, and 13 in all. He'd lost only 2 matches in his 17-year history at the tournament. It was Djokovic, however, who had handed him the most recent of those defeats, in 2015, and the Serbian superstar conjured some more magic to advance to Sunday's final with a 3-6, 6-3, 7-6, 4, 6-2 victory. The result leaves Nadal stuck in a tie with Roger Federer for the record for Grand Slam singles titles, with 20. Djokovic will have an opportunity to close his gap to just 1 when he squares off with Stefanos Tsitsipas this weekend. While it came around earlier than fans might have liked, Friday's match represents a monumental win for Djokovic, who has sometimes been excluded from the discussion about tennis' greatest player of all time. A 19th Grand Slam title, and a second at Roland Garros, would surely reshape the debate. How does Djokovic stack up against Nadal and Federer? Here is a breakdown of their numbers on and off the court. Djokovic owns the record for career prize money, with $148 million across singles and doubles entering the French Open, ahead of Federer $130 million and Nadal $124 million. Only one other men's player in history has made even $45 million in prize money, Andy Murray, with $62 million. Serena Williams, who has her own claim to the title of tennis GOAT, has collected $94 million in prize money. Djokovic sits on top this year, too, with $2.4 million in prize money entering the French Open, and he can add $1.7 million to that total with a victory on Sunday. Nadal, meanwhile, had made $997,268 in prize money this year and will receive another $456,000 for his semi-final loss. Federer, who has sat out most of the season with a knee injury, has taken in just $45,989. Federer has been the world's highest-paid tennis player for 16 straight years, and prize money is almost an afterthought in that equation. He has made nearly $1 billion in pretax gross earnings since turning pro in 1998, Forbes estimates. That total includes the $90 million, virtually all of it from endorsements, that landed Federer at No. 7 on this year's list of the world's highest-paid athletes, and the $106 million last year that made him the first tennis player to top the Forbes athletes ranking since its debut in 1990. Federer has an unmatched endorsement portfolio, featuring brands like Rolex and Credit Suisse alongside Uniqlo, which signed him to a 10-year, $300 million endorsement deal in 2018. He has another payday on the horizon, too. He owns an equity stake in Swiss athletic apparel company On, which is reportedly planning to go public this fall. While Nadal, who turned pro 3 years after Federer, has earned a comparable amount in prize money, he has made roughly half as much across his career, by Forbes' count, including endorsements and appearances.